Hi, my name is EJ Massa. I got sent a couple packages, so I'm gonna open them. That's what the video is gonna be. My hair's getting pretty long. I bet if I shaved my beard, I'd look like Steve Bannon. And I drink just as much as him, too. Hey, I think this might be booze. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna open that up first. This is from a fan. It's from Brian Williams. No, not the famous liar Brian Williams. Just some other liar named Brian Williams. I assume he's a liar, because I'm a liar. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. It's Fabioli. I'm Italian, I should know how to pronounce these things. Fabioli Cellars. And this is the dry red wine. And would you look at that? I have a glass right here. Hi, this is EJ from the future. I just found this letter that was in the box that I didn't know was there. So I'm just going to read it. Hello, EJ and family. As mentioned on the RCE Halloween livestream, I hope you enjoy this bottle of wine as a thanks for all of the laughs and good times. I've sent the 2016 vintage of Tre Soleil. I'm very bad at pronouncing. Our flagship, 100 estate-grown Bordeaux-style red blend. This particular vintage received a silver medal in 2020 Virginia Governor's Cup. I recommend serving it with a nice steak or almost any Italian food. Specifically, it loves pairing with rosemary, oregano, and sun-dried tomatoes, perhaps best. But it's extremely versatile. Anyways, I hope you enjoy and didn't mind my bad handwriting. Thanks again to the whole Red Cow team for all the good times. Sincerely, Brian Williams, not of NBC News, sadly. Luckily, my box cutter is also a corkscrew. Let's see how they do. During one of our live streams, Brian Williams actually asked me what kind of wines I like, and I like dry wines. I mentioned Chardonnay, and he's like, we don't really do a good dry white, maybe. He said, what about red? And I said, I like a Merlot, and this is probably more like that. On the nose, it smells a little sweet and grapey. I'm very sophisticated. I'm a sophisticated drinker. All right, well, I'm just gonna taste it. Ooh, that's really good. What does that taste like? It almost tastes berry-like a berry. Yeah, I don't know. It's very good. I actually really like this. It's very interesting. It's not like any dry red that I've had before. I really do like it. I wish I'm not a sommelier, so I don't know how to describe the flavors very well. But I do like it a lot. Like, I like a dry red wine. This has a very good complex flavor. Like I said, kind of a berries. You definitely can, like, it's definitely a grape wine, but so that's very good wine. I will definitely be enjoying that. It's from Virginia. Nice state, like Virginia. I used to go to North Carolina for the Outer Banks, and I always liked, driving through Virginia was a huge bit, because we drive down from Massachusetts to North Carolina, and driving through Virginia was always pleasant, even though it was very long. I was like, are we at North Carolina yet? But we stopped at restaurants in Virginia. It was always very pleasant. And this is a very good wine. Next up is a package from Amy Sater Brown, who I would say is like the MVP of Red Cow fans. She sent us like that mac and cheese quilt and stuff. Just an amazing person. Sends us a lot of good stuff. And I think this is the first one she sent directly to me. I think she has included goodies for me in other boxes. Barbecue sauces and such. Let's see what this is. It's OMC Smokehouse Cookbook. Look at that. You can see some nice ribs in there. And she did send me that OMC barbecue sauce, which was, again, very good. It looks like there are some letters in here. And I will read them. Hey, EJ. OMC Smokehouse here in Duluth came out with a brand new cookbook. And it seems to be right up your alley. It's got rubs, sauces, meats, drinks, and all kinds of other things. I flagged some of my favorites on their menu items and hope you have some fun with the book. Enjoy. Amy. And there's a little smiley face. Let me see. I'm gonna go through the book a little bit. See what we got. She put these like post-it notes here. So I'm gonna see what a couple of them are. Cheesy jalapeno grits. That looks nice. Ooh, salmon pimento dip. Actually, the pork belly lettuce wraps on the other side look really good too. Loaded mac and cheese. It looks like there's like, is that brisket on top? Shredded brisket on top. Look at that. That's something we could make on Box Mac. If I had any sway with the Box Mac boys, and I should, because I filmed them. And then vegetarian sloppy Joe, you know, that one I can make that for Nina. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Amy. I love it. This is a great looking book. Some great shots of food on the back. You need those. You know what? I should write my own book. This is kind of an inspiration to me to make my own book. Although I think I would just write silly stories in it and then, like, I don't know, maybe tell you how to make food. Much like my videos. I feel like there's more entertainment than actually real info, but maybe that's just me. Oh hey, it's 3 weeks later, and I have another box. This is another timeline. There's so many timelines. It's like season 3 of the Netflix show Dark. It's just very confusing. Alright, let's see what this box is from. There's a note. Hi EJ Massa. Please enjoy these bottles as a token of thanks for all the great videos. Me and my family have been having a blast grilling again, and a big part of that are your entertaining videos. Please keep doing what you do. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family. And it says, Paul and Jessica? You can see what yourself what that might say. And P.S. Sweet Baby Ray's rocks. I agree. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. Lots of bubble wrap. Oh. It's the Night's Watch. I am the Sword in the Darkness. Oban Bay Reserve. Single malt Scotch whiskey. So this can go with these guys on the shelf. This is the Night's Watch whiskey. That's awesome. This is the House Greyjoy Talisker single malt Scotch whiskey. And like I said in my, I did a video on, the ones that are on the shelf here. I don't know that much about scotches. It's not my usual realm. I like American whiskeys and bourbons, because they're here, they're around, and I drink them. So my experience, I didn't really understand like peaty flavor in the last video, and so people were like, "Oh, the smokiness that you're talking about, the taste of old library books is actually peat, which is, my understanding is bricks from a bog that are kind of like it smokes the." Whatever, the barley something? I don't know. It smokes something and that makes the smoky flavor. As opposed to what we do in here in America and probably elsewhere is you just char the inside of the barrel and that makes that woody smoke. So this is like the peaty smoke was the thing that I was registering that I didn't quite understand because I don't drink scotch. And that's mostly because I've had friends who would bring over scotch and it was always cheap scotch and it always tasted awful and I'm like, I don't like scotch. But turns out I didn't even have good scotch. So I'm going to try this. And I'm going to try this. And wouldn't you know it, I have a couple glasses right here. It's almost like I knew exactly what was in this box. Just to give you a refresher of what I felt about these ones. I really liked the Lannister one, because that was the smoky, peaty one. I like it when things are smoky and peaty and weird. I like the House Targaryen one. I felt that was like a really, it felt like it was really high quality. The House Tully one was okay. It was definitely way above those cheap scotches that my friends would bring over. And then the Johnny Walker, I liked a lot. It had a nice medium smokiness. So let me try the Talisker. There won't be any slow-mo pours in this one. This is a lo-fi one. I'm working on holiday content right now, and I gotta save all of my B-roll shooting skills. It smells reminiscent of the House Tully one. What is that? Is that a singleton? Which makes sense, because this is a single malt. Yeah, single malt. They're both single malts. Oh, that's really good. I'm getting a little bit of that peatiness. It's not as strong as the House Lannister one. I like that a lot. I could sip this every day. It's got a nice, deeper flavor than the House Tully one, and that's a good Scotch. That's a good Scotch. I like that a lot. Well done. Well done, House Greyjoy. We do not so. Now let's try the Night's Watch. It's almost sweet on the nose. Like caramel. Caramel. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a little more subtle than this one, than the Talisker, but it has a really deep aftertaste, like almost chocolatey. Yeah, it's got really deep notes of on the tail end. While this is the Talisker up front, you get a lot of good flavors. This one kind of stays with you. I like them both. They're like different. Like I would drink this like coming home from work and I want to just be happy. I would take one of those. This would be, late at night. I'm sitting back. I'm thinking about doing some editing, but I'll probably just fall asleep. And I'll sip some of this. Relax. And fall asleep with the fireplace on. And then my house burns down. Because I'm an alcoholic. Thank you so much, everybody who sent things in. Amy, Brian Williams, and Paul, and maybe Jessica, if I read that right. Fans like all of you, even you watching, if you got this far and you watched me open boxes and taste things, that's amazing. But it's been a crazy year. I think we can all agree. I had a baby. COVID obviously has been throwing a wrench in all of the videos that I've been making. You know what? I'm persisting through it all. I'm trying to stay productive. And I think this new year will be even more productive than ever before. And I thank you guys for giving me the motivation. So have a happy holidays. And until next time, bye. Actually, before I go completely, I think since I'm drinking Game of Thrones whiskey, I'm going to do a little retrospective quickly about the TV series because it's been over a year. It's been a year and a half. It was a series that was near and dear to my heart, so I think I'm just going to see how the taste is in my mouth, much like this whiskey. So there's a lot of shows that ended poorly, some people say Battlestar Galactica, a very highly rated show, ended poorly, or Lost, maybe more famously, ended poorly. I don't think those shows leave as bad a taste in my mouth as Game of Thrones, where I think it was executed so horribly in the final seasons, where, at least with Lost, it was always about the characters, and maybe because the other mysteries, they weren't maybe explained as satisfactory as people would like. At least there was a fitting conclusion with most of the characters. Maybe some of the characters not really, but Jack specifically, he had at least a coming around to his arc. you know, he was the man of science and he was skeptical, and then he had the fall from grace, and then he took up the mantle of almost like Locke's mantle of becoming a man of faith, and then he was able to fulfill his duty to save himself and save humanity, or the island. I don't even remember, really lost. Game of Thrones, those first 4 seasons are magical, and I still have very fond memories, and I don't think the last seasons really ruined those first 4 seasons for me. I could still watch those and still be completely entertained, completely happy, but yeah, that last season was garbage. It's no going around. There's still like images from the last season that really stay with me, like when John's going up, you know, the stairs of King's Landing, and overall it was just written terribly. And of course the books aren't out yet. George R.R. Martin apparently is writing during COVID and getting more done during COVID, but there's still no books. And I remember joking in the Game of Thrones videos that, oh, maybe I'll be reading these books and I'll review them and put motion graphics over all the pages, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe we'll get The Winds of Winter soon, but I have no idea about Dream of Spring at the rate he's going, George R.R. Martin. In the end, you know, it's a series that I like. I still like it a lot. And I still have very fond memories of many parts of the show, even in the later seasons. But those first 4 seasons are amazing and some of the best TV you can get. But the fact that it didn't end satisfactory, does that bother me? I don't know. So am I looking forward to more Game of Thrones content? Yeah, I am, because I love that world. I love those books, and you know, I haven't been going on the Song of Ice and Fire subreddit because there's only so much you can talk about whether Benjen is Dario before you've run out of things to talk about. Even if that particular adaptation didn't end well, I still want to see more. It's kind of like Star Wars, where yeah, the prequels stunk and the sequel series stunk, but I'm here for The Mandalorian. If you've got a good story to tell and you can tell it well, and in that universe, I'll be there for it. So that's what I got to say about that. So here's my second sign off. Until next time, bye.